So the Alta Major Minor is not a chakra. The Alta Major Minor is not a chakra. They call it the Alta Major Minor because it's a minor of major importance. And there's 14 lines of energy or nadis that cross to make the Alta Major Minor. All of the minors, there's 14 lines of energy.
So
or nadis that cross.
Should we change the heading on 28 to say Alta Major Minor?
You can do whatever you want. Okay, but just so you know, it's not a chakra. It's the Alta Major Center, some people call it. So it's technically a minor of the throat chakra. It's a minor of the throat chakra. The ray that goes with the throat chakra is ray 3. So the ray that goes with the Alta is ray 3. The Alta Major Minor is at the back of the head. It's at the back of the head, and it corresponds to the occiput. For people that do cranial sacral work, it corresponds to the occiput. And a lot of people do get headaches in that area because there's a lot of conflict going on. The energy flows from the back of the Alta through the fourth ventricle of the brain and then out at the top of the head above the throat chakra on the head. The endocrine gland that goes with the Alta is the carotid gland, but the carotid gland is not found in physical form yet. It's found in the energetic, but not in the physical. The physical body is the last to be formed, remember. There is some research saying that the subcommissure gland in the head is actually the area where the carotid gland will be when it comes into physical body. So if you go into your anatomy books, you're not going to find the carotid gland. You're not going to find the carotid gland. Now hear this, because this is like so important, please. The Alta Major Minor affects the cerebellum. The cerebellum. The cerebellum deals with coordination and dizziness. It deals with memories. The Alta Major Minor controls the medulla oblongata. It controls the spinal cord. So anybody that has a spinal cord situation, their Alta is out of alignment. And I did write a letter to Christopher Reeves when he had the accident. 'Cause if you get it early enough, you can repair the spinal cord. But they never responded. And then the second time it came back. So everybody that has a spinal cord injury, if you get it early enough, you can repair it. But it's the Alta that is energetically involved. And in order to repair the spinal cord, you have to use the crown chakra. The crown chakra, and repair the nadis, which are lines of energy which have been broken. The Alta works with the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve brings spiritual energy into the body. The vagus nerve brings spiritual energy into the body. Now, the vagus nerve also works with the crown chakra. So this is where we have a little bit of duality going on. The Alta Major Minor also works with the fourth ventricle of the brain. The fourth ventricle of the brain, which has all of the centers in it needed for life, for respiration, for digestive control, for your heart, for your urinary system, for your lungs. You're not sitting there going, okay, lungs, time to breathe. Okay, now it's time to digest my food. Let's digest a little bit. Okay, urinary system, now it's time for you to work. That would be like crazy. So this fourth ventricle, which is in the center of the brain, kind of looks like a V, has all of these centers in it needed for life. So when you have a whiplash injury, the fourth ventricle of the brain can get damaged. And all of a sudden you might have these issues, digestive issues, respiratory issues, urinary issues, that sort of thing. The Alta Major Minor energetically deals with the conflict between the soul, or the crown chakra, and the personality, or the ajna. For example, you know you need to do something, but you won't. That's it. I know I need to do this, but. I know I need to do this, but. I know I need to do this, but. It creates an alta jam. The circuits get jammed. So if you get a message to do something, do the best you can to do it without sitting on the fence. Okay, we're going to talk about that a lot, the yes, but. The Alta Major Minor is the gateway. It protects the higher centers from the lower centers. It protects the higher centers from the lower centers. It can open as consciousness is raised. Open as consciousness is raised. You can force it open using psychedelic drugs before it's ready, and the person will have all kinds of problems. I wouldn't recommend that.
Is that permanent or temporary?
It can be, unless you find somebody that can repair it. You find an esoteric healing practitioner that can repair it. The Alta Major Minor is often blocked or restricted with depression, with fatigue, and with anger. With depression, fatigue, and anger. Teeth grinding blocks the Alta. And again, it's about conflict. So the people that grind their teeth, they're chewing on something. They're like just trying to work it out and chewing on it. So I ask people, when did you start grinding your teeth? Oh, when my parents were getting divorced. Oh, when my dad lost his job. Oh, when I was taken out of school and I had to go to a different school. Oh, whatever the O is. So you have to go back in time and take the trauma out that created it. So the Alta really controls a lot of the sympathetic nervous system. That's the fight or the flight nervous system. And different areas in the country have different Alta feelings. So, like if you're in Florida, it's a little bit more laid back than if you're in New York. If you're in Utah, it could be a little bit more laid back than New York or Georgia. So everybody is different. Everybody is different. So I want you to keep that in mind as we go through this journey of the Alta Major Minor.